Welcome in. It's Dan Hardenbrook. Glad to have you along as we take a look at your latest local news from around the region. This is your Newberry News Update on M123 FM. Your news is being brought to you by your three-time award-winning local newspaper of the year. It's the Newberry News. Let's check out this week's front page headlines. Did you see that? Ice crystals in the atmosphere, making giant rings appear around the moon. Columbus Township is in trouble, needs residents' help once again. Curtis Chirping's talks having fun on a frigid, snowy day. Lisa Garrett has been honored as the Breastfeeding Peer of the Year. The Department of Natural Resources has released their deer harvest report for the opening of the muzzleloader deer season. And in this week's good news, Bay Mills Community College is receiving a huge donation. Those stories and more available inside this week's edition of your award-winning Newberry News. It's available now. In your latest local news today, the Village of Newberry has announced that they will host a public hearing regarding their 2026 proposed operating budget. That meeting will take place at 5 p.m. on Wednesday next week, December 17th, the Village of Newberry Council Chambers. The December meeting of the Village Council will also be moved to Wednesday night to accommodate the two meetings taking place. Village Council for the Village of Newberry will hold the public hearing regarding their 2026 proposed operating budget. Part of that, the property tax millage rate proposed to be levied to support the proposed budget will be the subject of the hearing. Residents and others interested in viewing the proposed budget can review documents at the Village of Newberry offices at 302 East McMillan Avenue during normal business hours, Monday through Friday. The budget can also be viewed at villageofnewberrymi.com. Village Council will welcome written or verbal comments regarding the 2026 proposed operating budget. All submissions must be received by Wednesday, December 17th at noon. For more information on the proposed operating budget hearing that takes place next Wednesday, you can also go to the Village of Newberry, Michigan Facebook page. Check out the most recent edition of the Newberry News. Also, just as a reminder, the regularly scheduled Village Council meeting has been moved from Tuesday to Wednesday next week, starting at its normal time, 6 p.m. The countdown is on to the Christmas celebration unlike any other. Christmas in the Village kicks off in Newberry tomorrow with a family fun Christmas craft night. The night of fun, featuring a variety of crafts, a hot cocoa bar, and cookies, will take place at the Lewis County 4-H office from 5 until 7 tomorrow. That starts a 4-day holiday season celebration with a community Christmas meal on Friday from 5 until 7 at the American Legion. Day full of activities set for Saturday, including the Polar Express matinee, Polar Express craft cookies and cocoa meet and greet, the Village of Newberry Light Parade, and Christmas Under the Lights celebration. There'll also be an ugly Christmas sweater party to wrap up the day's festivities. Saturday, there'll be a matinee showing of Elf at the Taqualand Theater. Santaland returns to the Elks. You can go to the Village of Newberry, Michigan Facebook page or check out the Newberry News for a full schedule of specific events as Christmas in the Village gets underway starting tomorrow. The St. Ignace Police Department says that they recently received 3 separate complaints of individuals banging on the front doors of homes in St. Ignace, then running off. All incidents have occurred during hours of darkness, and in all 3 incidents, suspects have shot at the homes with pellets from what authorities believe to be an airsoft-type toy gun. One of the suspects was caught on a Ring doorbell camera system and is carrying what appears to be an airsoft-style toy gun that strongly resembles a real rifle. The St. Ignace Police Department is urging anyone with information relating to the string of crimes to contact them at 906-643-6077 or 906-643-8077. 8877. You can also remain anonymous and leave a message or tip at 906-643-1165. They're also asking parents to speak to their kids about the risks associated with dangerous pranks to both the perpetrators as well as homeowners that may feel their lives are being threatened. There's also legal consequences of committing these crimes. These are not harmless pranks. So the St. Ignace Police Department is asking for help in identifying the persons who were involved. You can see security footage and get more information at the St. Ignace Police Department Facebook page. While the winter season may be here in full force, it's already not too early for many to start thinking about the potential return of the Luce West Mackinac County Fair. The annual Luce West Mackinac County Fair organizational board meeting take place Thursday, December 11th. That meeting will be held at 6 p.m. that day in the Zellers Village Inn meeting room. Snacks will be served and donated by Alpha Deli. You're asked to join in and celebrate the season. Invite your friends and neighbors. Help work towards helping bring the Luce West Mackinac County Fair back to our local community. That Luce West Mackinac County Fair board meeting is Thursday, December 11th. I'm Dan Hardenbrook, and those are your latest local news headlines. It is your Newberry News Update on M123 FM. Your local news brought to you by your 3-time award-winning local newspaper of the year. It's the Newberry News. Pick up your latest edition of your award-winning Newberry News. It's available now. Time now to check in with sports. Newberry Indians won big in their first rivalry matchup with the Engadine Eagles this season. Newberry sweeping the JV and varsity doubleheaders at the Eagles' Nest last night. The varsity contest, Newberry won 75-41 to run their record to 2-0 on the season. Logan Teal had a game-high 24 points. Keegan Martin with 19 for the Indians. We're now off until next week when they take on Brimley in EUP conference action. A JV contest saw Newberry rally from a fourth quarter deficit to win 31-29. They are also 2-0 on the season. High school hockey action. The Manistee Emeralds varsity co-op went to Negaunee and jumped out to their first big lead on the road this season, up 2-0. It was the Miners that rallied, though, for the victory. They pull out the 4-2 win at the Negaunee Ice Arena. The Michigan men's basketball team continues to roll. They're now 9-0 on the season. Second-ranked Wolverines beating Villanova 89-61. Another big night for the Maize and Blue as they continue to be one of the top teams in college basketball this season. Your latest local weather forecast, 30% chance of snow, mostly cloudy, temperatures near 20, north winds 10 to 15, gusting as high as 25. Thursday, 40% chance of snow, cloudy, a high in the upper 20s, northwest winds 5 miles per hour. Friday, snow showers likely cloudy, a high in the upper 20s. I'm Dan Hardenbrook. That's your latest news, sports, and weather. It's your Newberry News Update on M123 FM.
Introducing Upstream TV. From the Sioux to St. Ignace, over to Newberry, and all points in between. Upstream TV connects people across the eastern Upper Peninsula like never before. Local news, local people, local places. Streaming 24/7 on your phone or your TV. Stay in the know wherever you go. Upstream TV, where local lives. Find us on YouTube or myupstreamtv.com.